All right. Good morning, guys. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Wanted to kind of go over this story that we covered briefly yesterday. Camila Mendoza Olmos, missing from San Antonio, Texas. There's a live search happening now. And I wanted to kind of just recap some of the details. They also released some new video last night. I kind of wanted to hear your thoughts about what you think on this case. I'm sick, so bear with me. I guess I don't know what I got. Something. They got me. They set me up. Something. But yeah, let's talk about this. I'm gonna recap, go over the details for the people that don't know the story. I rewind it back the live feed a little bit in case they end, because that's my luck lately. I start the live, it ends. But she's 19 years old from San Antonio, Texas. She went missing on Christmas Eve, 2025, that morning. And she vanished after leaving her home in Northwest Bexar County. I always say Bexar wrong. Bexar County. And authorities believe she may be in imminent danger, possibly due to the area's association with human trafficking risks. The case has drawn widespread attention, with local law enforcement, the FBI, and the community volunteers involved in the search. Her family has expressed heartbreak, noting that she left behind most of her belongings and plans for upcoming family events. No foul play has been confirmed, but circumstances such as leaving without her phone have raised concern. And they had a press conference yesterday. She's 19, approximately 5'2", 130 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, last seen wearing pajama shorts and a hoodie. She lived on the 11,000 block of Caspian Springs, San Antonio. She lives with her mother, Rosario Olmos. Her parents are separated, but her father has been actively involved in the search and has been publicly expressed missing her. She has a boyfriend who was contacted early in the investigation. And I had read somewhere, I thought that they recently broke up or something, but he's not a suspect. She's described as someone who enjoyed walks and had upcoming plans, including dress shopping with her childhood best friend, Camila Estrella, for a family event. Her boyfriend's formal event. She reportedly had big plans for a family gathering and was excited about it. Her last known conversation was a phone call with her friend Estrella on December 23rd discussing these plans. So she left behind her phone, which was turned off, which is weird. Why? Sometimes with some of these cases, they turn off their phone on purpose. They don't want to be found. I don't know if that's the case for her, but that's odd, right? Wallet and possibly her driver's license. She only took her keys, but her car remained in the parked at the home. She left on foot. And they had said too that supposedly she was searching in the car for something. I don't know what. Surveillance footage captured her leaving her residence at 11,000 block Caspian Springs. She is seen rummaging through her car before walking away. She was wearing pajama shorts and a hoodie. Her mother, Rosario, felt her get out of bed, so I guess they share the same bed. And her mother assumed that she was just going for another one of these walks that she normally goes on. 90 minutes pass, and that's when the mother realizes she's not back. Something's going on. Her phone is off. After contacting her boyfriend and the father, neither have seen her. She reports her missing to the county sheriff's office. So 6:58 a.m., she leaves the house, starts rummaging through her car outside of the house, and then leaves. Almost an hour later, or 90 minutes later, 8:30, the mother realizes she's missing, calls the boyfriend and the father. They haven't seen her, so then she calls the police and report her missing. And then there's some new video that came out, and there was dash cam footage from a passing motorist captured what authorities believe as Camila walking alone a few blocks from her home. Which is odd. We're going to take a look at the video. To me, when I saw that, when I saw the video that they released yesterday and she was walking by herself, it shows to me like she left willingly. I mean, you could still kind of argue that maybe she met somebody online and they told her, hey, don't take your car, turn off all your devices, come meet me in some dark random spot. That's just hard for me to believe. But maybe she did meet a random person online that somehow convinced her not to take anything with her and not be traceable. Doesn't make much sense to me. And she also, as somebody said in the chat, she had suicidal ideations previously. Here's the new video that came out. And it's like, you can barely see anything, but I guess that's her right there, walking along the road. Where is she going? Now, I pulled it up on maps before this live stream. It's really close to her house. I guess like they were saying, maybe a couple blocks away. Wild Horse Parkway. She lives on this block. She was spotted walking down this road. You know, and even if somebody leaves willingly, something can still happen along the way. Maybe somebody catches you in a vulnerable moment. But it's very strange. So initial searches by the family and friends began. A clear alert, which is a coordinated law enforcement adult rescue, was issued because she's an adult, you know, so I can't do an Amber Alert, I guess, right? So they had this alert called Clear, and it was issued due to concerns of imminent danger, which during the press conference yesterday, one of the reporters was like, well, what did you mean by that, imminent danger? Because now it's like they're saying, well, maybe she could have left on her own. So December 27th, family and about 100 volunteers conduct frantic searches. Javier describes her disappearance as without a trace. The FBI joins the investigation, which these days, it's like, damn, how does somebody disappear without a trace? There's so many cameras everywhere, Ring doorbells, and everything's so affordable now. It would be crazy if you don't have a camera outside of your house right now. At least one, minimal. This shit is so cheap now and affordable. It would be crazy if you didn't have a camera outside of your house. And so then December 28th, the search intensifies with community involvement. And December 6th, day 6 of the search, they released the dash cam video to generate leads. The father speaks out and says, I miss her, come home. Authorities urge anyone with information to come out. Let me see. I wanted to play this clip here. I wonder if they have any family interviews. I haven't really, yesterday was the first time I covered this story, but I haven't looked into it too much. Today, I kind of sat down a little bit this morning, kind of read some more. But I'm curious to see what the family has said, if they've said anything publicly.
Last seen walking outside of her Texas home on Christmas Eve, and is believed to be in imminent danger as the search extends over the border to Mexico. Loved ones vowing not to give up until she is found. Joining us now is Camila's aunt, Nancy Olmos, and her cousin, Destiny Mendoza. Thank y'all so much for joining the program. We are all praying for Camila that she is found safely. Nancy, I want to go to you first. Why do you guys feel like she is in an imminent danger right now?
She's good morning. I just want to, from the family, in the name of the family Olmos, I want to thank you guys for this space. I feel that she's in danger because this is not normal. Cami is not like the way the news they're saying that she is. We know family. We are her family. We know since she was a baby. So please don't believe fake news. Cami, we feel as a family that she's in danger because she disappeared, has a breath. And there's nothing that we can do to find her. We've been knocking doors. The police officers, they've been helping us knocking door by door. There's some people that they don't open the doors. We asking the community to please open the doors, check the cameras, and not just only San Antonio community, other communities around San Antonio, states, please, if you're listening to us at this moment and you have that feeling in your heart that you need to check your cameras, please, we ask you in the name of Jesus to please help us to find Cami. She's a great child. She's a beautiful child. And I think we have a lot of people helping us to find her because they can see in the pictures who she is. She's beautiful inside and outside. And we're asking for help. Global. I don't know what else to do, what else to say. We're here to help. I mean, we're here to work in community, work in groups, and we asking for support. We asking people to share, and like I say, please check cameras.
Nancy, I tell you, you know, I know Texas. I'm born and raised there, and Texans stick together. I guarantee you, there's information out there. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Destiny, I want to go to you. There's nothing closer than a brother and sister and cousins, right? You're thick as thieves. What do you remember from your last conversation with Cami that may concern you, that something may have happened to her?
That's the thing, and nothing concerned me. It was completely normal. We played video games. We were just talking about our days, our week. It was the day before everything happened, the day before Christmas Eve when we last talked. We talked all the time on TikTok, on Instagram. We were speaking on FaceTime the day before. Everything was completely normal. It was just, oh, bye, I love you. I'll talk to you after the gym, or I'll talk to you after I do this. Mm-hmm. It was nothing out of the normal.
So Nancy, tell me this. The investigators have made it very clear that she may.
And they're saying it is her ex-boyfriend, because I had read that they had broken up recently. It's the ex-boyfriend. His name is Nathan Gonzalez, and he's been helping out with the search. And Layla in the chat had reminded me of the story. Hannah, what was her name? Hannah Kobayashi. Man, I didn't like that girl at all. I thought she was ungrateful. But for those that don't know that story, it was a California girl that went missing. And there was like this massive search. And she was into some weird, I forget the story. She was into some green card scam, allegedly, or some bullshit with her boyfriend or her ex or whatever the whole story is. So this chick disappeared to Mexico. Her father and everybody was searching for her. And the father, while she's missing, which I thought was really sus, jumps off of a parking lot garage and kills himself. And I'm like, bro, what the? And I think he thought maybe she got trafficked and all this stuff was going on. I think he killed himself out of guilt because he wasn't in her life, which still doesn't make any sense to me. But, I don't know, that was weird and sus. But and then she just pops up out of nowhere or some mess. Oh, I'm okay. Thanks for the concerns. Like, bitch, what? What? I'm not saying that's the case at all with this girl, but just saying like things like this do happen, of course, especially if it's a family member. Like if it was my family member, of course I want them to be found so I can feel and empathize where this family's coming from. And of course you don't want your case dismissed. Like, oh, it's just a runaway or whatever else. But stuff like this does happen. And so far, it's not like we saw a video where like she's getting snatched into a van. Somebody forced her, into a van or a vehicle or something like that. And police do have her devices that they're looking through. Now, who knows if she had other devices? Maybe she had an extra phone or whatever these kids call it, a Finsta or whatever, another account, whatever.
May be in imminent danger. The FBI and our federal partners are telling us that there is a potential that she may be across the border. Is there any information that they have given you, the family, that may draw that conclusion?
Nothing. Like I say, we don't have nothing that we think that she's in Mexico or in any other place. We just have a feeling that someone told her from our house, from outside, Cami loved Jesus. Cami, she got baptized 2 months ago, 3 months ago by her own. She told her mom one day and said, "Mom, I'm going to be baptized and I want you to come, please." And it was just her and her mom. There's a lot of fake news talking about her ex-boyfriend and mental issues. It's not true. It is not true. Yes, she loved her ex-boyfriend, but I mean, Cami, they ended the relationship in good terms. I know Nate's family. They are my good friends. The Miss Janie, Miss John, they're my very good friends. I know them since we were a little young, teenagers, and we just want to clear that Nate is a Christian. And his family, they're Christians like us, and we believe in God. And we're not going to put this. We're asking people that do not believe fake news, okay? If they want
Nancy, it looks like investigators, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you're right. It looks like investigators have checked him out, and they're ruling him out as someone that was a part of this right now. So you're exactly right.
So I'm sure, again, I haven't looked deeply into this case, but with previous cases, when the internet starts looking, they look. Everybody and anybody's a potential suspect, and they'll dig up your family, your background, everything. So maybe this guy, they were looking into him.
That's what the investigators are saying. I do want to talk about Cami a little bit. Destiny, tell me what type of person she is, because I think the audience needs to get to know her a little bit. What is your cousin like? Different places that she likes to go, because that may help some people notice her around.
Cami she's like a person who continues to grow. She's always growing. She's always changing. She's extremely selfless. She always checks up on other people before herself. She's just extremely nice and genuine. She's really, really funny. She likes to go to the beach when we're in California. She likes to go shopping. She doesn't like camping and trail. She doesn't like hiking, but she's just so genuine, and really she needs to be back home with her family and her friends.
Yeah. Nancy and Destiny, we're praying for y'all. I guarantee you, we as a country, we're going to.
Okay, so here's a video of, I believe her father pleading for her return.
Father?
Tell me a little bit how you're feeling right now.
Well, I'm feeling down, devastated, The only thing is my faith, it keeps me going, and God, men of faith, and all the support here, community, churches, all over, family members, all over. I know the prayers. That's what's keeping me strong.
Yeah, I talked to your friend over here, and he was telling me how your daughter was just always with you.
Yes.
Kind of like a daddy's girl.
Daddy's girl, she always called her that, daddy's girl.
So tell me a little bit about how the search is going, where we stand right now.
Oh, we're standing good. They're doing an awesome job, everybody. Also, all the rescues, the sheriffs, the Baxter, everybody. And I know God out there too.
Any leads on what could possibly had happened? I know your friend said that she might have said her goodbyes to you a day prior.
Oh, she came in and said and told me she loves me, but that was usual for me. She was daddy's girl and always loved me, and she loved me and cared for me. To remember that I love you, I said like nothing, She always said that to me, so it wasn't something awkward or different, Never thought unusual, but she ain't the type of person who would have done something like this. She always put her, first. I mean, she wouldn't put her. She always put anybody first before her, and caring, loving, Christian.
Yeah. So now we have the FBI involved. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, that's what I heard. It was good news from the investigators. That makes me feel great, and I hope we find her. We're gonna find her. We're gonna find her, and she's gonna come home safe.
Yeah.
I miss her. Whoever sees her out there, and she knows out there, that Daddy's here waiting, and come home and love her.
Absolutely. We got tons of people out.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, this is for the rescue. They were offering, I've been getting help, blessed. I know it's the blessing of God, first, and everybody supporting. I don't have words for thanking all this gratitude, but the bottom of my heart, thanks to everybody and all around the world. I know those prayers. That's what's holding me strong.
Nearly a week, though. It's nearly a week that she's been missing. It's pretty tough.
It's tough.
Yeah. How are you and the family?
Family good. A lot of support. It's all over. But I know that some of them are not here. I'm from California. I've been here 13 years. I just got like one cousin. That's it here. But all my family's in California. But it don't matter where you're at. But the prayers. They told me universal, worldwide, wherever, global, in Mexico, and a lot of family in Mexico too, praying, supporting. That's what's sustaining me, my faith and all the prayers and the support.
It's got to be hard to not hear from her, for nearly a week and wonder where she could be.
Well, I worry a lot. I would say she took nothing, no identification, nothing, or in her cell. It's unusual, awkward, She's not the type of person who would have done something. I'm not saying she's a runaway or something, but it's totally, I'm state of shock, But she ain't the type of person, loving, caring, with her friends, going to school, nothing out there drinking or anything, nothing,
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're hearing from people.
Yeah,
Complete
very
shock.
humble, caring, totally shocked. I mean, for myself, I just feel shocked, but I would like to find her. Anything, I know we're doing an awesome job. Everybody, you guys too. Everybody out here, what I have is just thanks to everybody here in community. I might know, but when they come in, hey, anything we could do, support. I said just the prayers. Only thing I need is the prayers, and if she's out there listening, if Daddy loves her, whoever. No, it hurts. It breaks my heart. And any leads, bring it to the sheriffs, or she could come and she listen. We ain't mad. She just gotta come. I wish she would have told me something. I know stress gets in the way, emotions turn. But what's holding me, my faith. It hurts inside. I broke down a couple times. I still break when I go home, but I know the prayers are holding me down in my faith.
Amazing. Anything else you think, Blake? Anything else that you want to add into the story that we're leaving out?
What can I say? I mean,
what does the family think that happened?
Well, I mean, I didn't know she was going to stress, maybe stress, but they didn't tell me because I was telling myself, we're divorced. I'm a divorce. I'm not with the mother, We're not together. We've been divorced 11 years. That affected the first time, but she never had thoughts like that, I was always there for her, whatever she needed. Bought her a car,
I know we saw reports of this being considered like a mental health.
No, I never had no mental, no depression. She was athletic.
That's really weird that he's saying she never had no mental health, because I saw multiple articles. I'm trying to find it here now too, where they had mentioned she had multiple thoughts of suicidal ideation. Let me see here. What if they deleted it from this article? It's just here. Oh, there we go. Sheriff's office have acknowledged Olmos has reported a history of suicidal thoughts, but her father says she had no history of depression or mental health struggles. That doesn't make sense. If you're having suicidal thoughts, there's got to be some type of depression or mental health struggle. Maybe they're holding back a bit.
She goes to work out at the gym, athletic, walks and, ride a bike and just athletic and real humble.
Do you think it might have been some foul play involved in this, or what do you think, or where's your headspace at right now with all this?
Might be.
It could be the breakup. I mean, their parents are saying the breakup was amicable and they ended off in good terms. But just because it seems amicable, it doesn't mean that it's actually amicable or that she took it well.
I can't say, I don't know, because she wasn't like that. She ain't like that. I mean, I'm sorry. She ain't like that, because I know she got baptized Christian and, and all her friends, they get around her best friends, Camila, Estrella, Isabella, she calls her Bella. You know, they're awesome friends and family, you know, and you go ask them and they're all caring of their family. She's a caring person, you know, she is, you know, she's humble and, you know, nothing like, I hope there's no foul play or nothing, you know.
Right, we're not going up to that
No,
space,
no.
right.
I only say if someone knows her, seen her, to bring it out to the media, sheriffs, everywhere, wherever she's at, you know. That's what I beg, like a father.
Thank you so much for talking to us. We appreciate
You're very
it.
welcome.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Pleasure to meet you. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Yes.
I don't know how I did.
So here's another. Let's see, this is an interview. Trying to see who's the person. Is this a family friend or I'm not sure. This came out yesterday. Let's take a look at this.
People that are familiar with it.
Well, we're here. This is my third day actively searching for Camila Mendoza Olmos, and we have a few leads, but nothing set in stone. We're just here supporting the father, the mom, helping out to see what we can find and to help out with this case.
And you said you knew her since she was 7 years old?
Yes, I knew her since she was around 7. They used to grew up with my sons. They parties and get-togethers that we did with our co-workers, and it was always a great moment to share with Alfonso, who is very close to Camila.
And what can you say about her? What kind of person is she?
She's a very athletic person. She likes going to church. She's very health conscious, close to the family, and she loved her dad to death. She loved her dad a lot.
So something like this is very out of the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary, yes. Something doesn't match. Something is not correct. Something here is missing. A piece of the puzzle is missing here.
I mean, vanished, completely vanished.
Completely vanished. She said goodbye to her dad the 23rd, like she knew she was leaving someplace.
That's really weird. The whole thing, because the reporter asked about it, and this guy's mentioning it, that like she had said goodbye to her father in a way that like she was going to go away. But when the father was asked about it, he's like, no, she just said it like every other time, you know?
But there's no confirmation on that.
What is his family telling you? Where is their headspace at right now?
Everywhere. It's confusion. It's very confusing. It's pretty much everywhere.
Any luck with any surveillance footage other than that one that we've been seeing circulating?
No, there's some things that the FBI have found, and they're not at liberty to say at this moment because of, private reasons, but there's something that they're concentrating on.
I mean, are we...
What?
FBI have found, and they're not at liberty to say at this moment because of, private reasons, but there's something that they're concentrating on.
I mean, are we getting any closer to finding out what had happened?
I believe so. I believe we are getting close to finding a solution to this case, and hopefully it's sooner than later.
And what brings you out here to volunteer? I know you've got plenty of people out here, but what makes you want to be out here to help in this search?
I put myself in my friend Alfonso's shoes, and if it was my daughter, I would like to find her also. I have grandkids, and I take it personal, and I pray to God that she comes alive, and whoever has her, please give her up. Let's stop the suffering. I'm sorry.
That is okay. Is there anything you want to get out to the public, any message that I'm leaving out, anything about Camila that people should know?
I just say, just pray for her appearance, hopefully alive. And just think about your kids, your own children. Protect them, love them, talk to them. Any problems that they have, please do not ignore it. There's been too much of this going on. We need to put a stop to this ASAP.
So you'll be out here? Everyone will be out here?
I'll be out here as long as it takes so we can find a solution to this case. I'm helping out as much as possible, supporting Alfonso and Camila's mom, and anything that we need, I'm here to help out.
Amazing. You did such a great job. Thank you so much. Good? I'll start with you. Just remind me of your first name and last name.
My name is Aitana Ponce.
And how do you spell your first name and your last name?
AITANAPONC.
So this story, I guess, has really grown, and there's a lot of traction. I had like 2 or 3 people message me and like, "Oh, you're gonna cover this case?" I didn't realize how big. I mean, if you look at News Nation, now that I'm looking not round the clock, but a lot of coverage, massive search, helicopter up in the air. I sometimes wonder, like, what is the difference? How some cases get all this, and other cases get nothing or barely any kind of visibility. I sometimes think it's like the family, like how involved the family is and friends. So like you see the mother, the father, like they're going on news stations and all. Some of these other stories, you don't hear anything. The family, you don't hear nothing from the family, or maybe or like a post or something. I'm not sure. I don't understand it. I did see even Chris Cuomo talking about this. Let me see. Can we play this? Chris Cuomo. These look like some friends of Camila. I guess a very religious family too, because it's this nonstop mentioning about, she's Christian, they're Christian, I'm Christian, you're Christian, we pray. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but to me, so far, I honestly, I don't see anything that would indicate foul play.
There is a massive search underway in Texas right now for 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos, who disappeared almost a week ago from her home on the morning of Christmas Eve. Authorities say that they believe she could be in imminent danger. So here's what we know so far. Camila's mother said that her daughter usually went on a morning walk and that she heard her leave the house that morning at 7 a.m. But Camila hadn't returned home when her mother woke up a little bit later that morning. Her cell phone was found in her room. It was uncharged. Her car was still at the house. The only video that police...
I've covered a couple of stories like that where the person that's missing, their phone's off and it's like they want it to go. I forgot what story it was. A long time ago, there was a girl that was missing and I think her cell phone was turned off. Then they found video from the neighbor across the street where they see her hop out the window and leave in a car with some guy. And then they find her. A private investigator actually tracked the girl's whereabouts to some guy's house. There was a couple of stories like that.
Police had until today was a neighbor's Ring camera that showed Camila looking inside the back seat of her car that morning. What she was looking for, it's not entirely clear. But today, police released a second video of Camila that shows her walking near her home along her normal route. Now, we should note that Camila is now the 3rd young woman in Texas to go missing in the past few weeks. Joining me now is Bexar County Sheriff.
And when they say that too, when the reporters say it's the 3rd person to go missing in weeks, people go missing every day. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. What is there, a serial kidnapper out there? It doesn't mean anything.
In the past few weeks, that Camila is now the 3rd young woman in Texas to go missing in the past few weeks. Joining me now is Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar, who has been leading this search. Thank you so much for coming on. Where are we at in the investigation, and how does this new video affect it?
Well, Unless they're suggesting trafficking.
Well,
I guess
thanks
maybe
for
they
having
could-
me on and highlighting this case. It's certainly important to everybody. It's generated a lot of interest from all over the country. Up until today, we were very limited on where to go with this case. Earlier or yesterday and this morning,
that's the sheriff. Okay.
we were able to get out a video that was from a dash cam of a motorist just driving to work that up until this point just thought they had driven gone to work and not really seen much, but then the motorist got to thinking, I may have seen somebody that matched that description on my morning commute the other day. Sure enough, she reviewed the video, and what we believe is that it captured Camila just walking. There's nothing earth-shattering about the video necessarily, but it just does show that she was alone, at least at that point,
right,
a few minutes after the video that was captured in her driveway.
When you say that she's in imminent danger, I know there's been some confusion about, does that mean she was in a position to harm herself, which, again, maybe is unlikely since you have this massive search effort. And I believe, 100 family and friends have been looking for. You have these different agencies that are involved, versus was she taken? Was she abducted? There is a situation about human trafficking in Texas. Is there something you can tell us at this point in time about what you may think happened to her?
Sure. I mean, and I wish there was more that I could say with regard to a more definitive approach. Right now, what we're looking at is the entire spectrum of possibilities. She could have just disappeared on her own volition and just wanted to get away, gather her thoughts. There is a concern regarding self-harm, so that could be what's going on here, is she may have gone and harmed herself, or she could have been abducted. At this point, we're looking at that whole spectrum of possibilities until such time as some prevailing evidence emerges that leads us one way or the other.
But before I let you go, 30 seconds, there are 2 other missing women in Texas. There's Sydney Marquez, has been missing since December 11th from South Houston. There's 17-year-old Angelique Johnson, went missing near the same area where Camila has gone missing. Any possible connection that you can tell us?
No, with Angelique, we're handling that case as well, and we've actually spoken to her, and we believe that she's alive and well.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of these cases, of course, you have to take every case like serious and investigate and, like thoroughly look at it to make sure somebody was kidnapped, killed, murdered, whatever. But a lot of people that go missing, especially these teenagers, are found not too long after. I used to cover so many stories like this all the time. Let me see. Oh, I didn't think about that. Good point. Wandering Daisy. Wandering Daisy said, Mel, the religion is to say that she didn't unalive herself. That's a really good point. Maybe that's part of the reason they're bringing up religion. And the thing is, too, I don't think she killed herself. Because people, most of the time, aren't going to hide or go into a remote location to kill themselves. Most of the time, and I was just looking this up, it's either at the home or near the home. It says here, studies and forensic data consistently show that victims' residence is the most frequent site for suicidal acts. This is particularly true for methods like firearms, which account for over 50% of suicides, and poisoning/overdose, which are often carried out privately at home. Hanging, suffocation, the second most common method, also frequently happens indoors or in familiar surroundings. And then it says about 30% from a study in the UK that occur in public or semi-remote places such as parks, woods, car parks, cliffs, bridges, railways. These are the most common, with methods like jumping, car exhaust, poisoning, or drowning. I don't think she did. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, the best case scenario would be that she just ran away and she comes back.
Wherever she is right now.
Okay, that's good news. Sheriff, thank you so much. Good luck on the search.
The people that run away, the only thing I don't understand is how they could see their family and community and like everybody searching and concerned and worried, pleading and crying, and the resources not feel bad or guilty about it. Like that Hannah Koyabashi chick. I don't like that chick at all. I think she's a selfish, greedy little brat. Because all she had to do was call and be like, listen, I wanted some time by myself. I needed some time alone. Please stop looking for me. Tell my family stop looking for me. Maybe her father would have jumped off the building. I mean, there's something wrong with him, too, to jump off a building. That's something wrong with your ass, too, but crazy. Camila, man. I hope they find her. I really do hope they find her and that, she's safe. But also, if she decided to go on a long walk and she was going through something mentally, let's say, she still could have had to, like, wanted to return. Maybe somebody caught her vulnerable. That's a possibility, too. You don't know. I mean, maybe they should be able to track her footsteps, her walking path. That's how they caught that Brown University shooter, I think. Well, mainly the homeless guy, but they had cameras kind of tracking where this person walked. They know the path she was walking that day on the highway. Where's that map? Close it up. See Google Maps.
The fact she went on her morning walk as usual, she did not unalive herself.
Dash cam. Let me see the friends. Who said that? Oh, Karen. Karen, Texas. How you doing? Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. The fact that she went on her morning walk as usual she did not unalive herself. What I wonder too is her morning walks. Does she usually take her phone or not? I don't understand why anybody would not take their device, especially a woman walking at that time in the morning. It's still dark. You wouldn't take your device with you for emergency purposes, tracking, GPS, anything.
Amazing. And then same thing for you.
I'm Amanda Saldana, Amanda Saldana.
Great. So tell me a little bit about what we're doing out here. Tell me a little bit about, this is day 3 in the search?
Day 5.
Day 5? So what do we know so far?
Nothing much. I mean, we know that she went to her car in the morning, but that's really it. We just know, it's not like her. I don't think she's ever done this since we were kids. We grew up with her since we were little. She went to elementary with her, and all of our moms are family friends, so we just never, known her to be like that.
Same thing for you.
Yeah, she's always been probably the most cautious out of all of us, always had great intuition, so it's not like her to leave, and we don't know. We have no clue what happened.
When you first heard the news about her disappearance, what ran through your heads?
That they were gonna find her right away. I thought that she just went on a walk or something. I didn't think that she went anywhere. I know my dad was the one that told me. So I was like, no, Cammy, I'll just call her real fast. But they were like, no, she left without her phone. They've been looking for her since Christmas Eve.
When was the last time you guys heard from her?
The last time I saw her was Thanksgiving. My family went out of town for Christmas, so we didn't really, we were in Cali when we heard, and I expected her to be back, in a couple hours, but when they put out the report, we couldn't even, enjoy the holidays. We were just so worried about her and her family.
So what kind of person is Cammy? You said she's a very cautious person.
Very cautious, very sweet. She was a great person. So, she is a great person.
I know this is kind of making you guys upset, and that's not what I intend to do, but what makes it so emotional for you right now?
Just that,
So again, where she lives with her mother, the 11,000 block Caspian Spring, and then she was walking down. The first time I showed it, I had the wrong way because I had it going south. They say she went northbound. So she walked from her house to Wild Horse Parkway. She walked northbound, and right around here by Shetland Wind and Wild Horse Parkway, right around here is where the dash cam video, couple blocks, I guess, 2 block, few blocks from the house. That's where she's seen walking along. And this path looks like the back of houses, though. That's the thing. Now that I'm realizing, front of the houses are here on the little roads, and then the back of the houses are facing this Wild Horse Parkway. Yeah. So that's the problem with cameras, maybe, I guess. Potentially if she was walking down this parkway. Unless, you know, the only thing that could help maybe is if people have cameras in the back of their homes, which is another thing I really think you should. It's like a must now with all the crazy shit that's happening. You should have a camera in the back of your home too, even the side of the home, honestly. But that could be a problem as far as trying to capture what happened along this path. How far along would she have walked? Unless she was meeting somebody. Wild Horse Parkway.
We grew up with her, you know. Since we were babies, you know, there was millions of times where I know she lives down the street from her, you know, so we always had sleepovers in Amanda's house, and we walked her home so many times, you know, like we would walk through that same street that we walked every single day. And I just think it's crazy how, like, you know, the one time she went by herself, she didn't come back. There were so many times where we all wanted to, you know, like we always walked together. We always wanted her to sleep over, so we didn't all three walk by ourselves. But I don't know, I mean, there was no way that she just left, you know, especially for like Hispanics at least, it's such an important holiday, Christmas Eve. So I don't know, I just don't think she would have left for any reason on her own, you know.
Always had her phone, right?
Yeah, she always had her phone. She was a very big music person.
Always had her phone.
She loved music, so if she went on a walk, I feel like she would have taken her phone for music at least, even if she didn't use it, even if she wasn't on it. But she was, out of all three of us growing up, the most paranoid. Every time that she wanted to go home, she made us take her. She made sure that we all three walked each other, so when we walked back, it was us two walking back by ourselves after we walked her home. If we didn't want to take her for whatever reason, we made sure that she stayed over so she didn't walk by herself, even if it was a few houses down, just to be safe. I mean, she always kept her mom updated if she needed to. She always had her location on. She always, I don't know.
Always had a location on.
She's always been cautious. There's, you know, she's never been reckless, or she's never gone out and, you know, like gone crazy, like drunk or like partied or done anything like that. She's never been like that since we were little.
The same thing for you. You know, the emotions are really high right now. Tell me how you're feeling.
Honestly, just kind of in shock. I mean, we can't really believe that this is happening or that it's gone on so long. I mean, we just want her back.
Absolutely. If she's watching this and sees anything like this happening, what's the message that you want to get out to her?
Just come home.
Yeah, I mean, no one's, you know, we just want you back no matter what. Like, if you don't want us to question you, we won't. Like, I don't know. If anyone knows where she is, just bring her home. You don't have to say anything. You can just drop her off anywhere. You could just make sure that she's safe and she's good. I don't know, I want Camila.
Thank you, ladies. Now, where's the search happening today? I know that we're here. Is there anywhere else? Is everyone just kind of scattered, right?
Yeah, everyone's a little bit scattered. I know that we're kind of searching through Government Canyon a little bit, which is more by like Sotomayor High School and stuff. But I mean, it's really been everywhere. I mean, I think right now everyone's just kind of grasping at straws, every little place that they can go, every little place that we can think of. Because, I mean, there's no way that there's nothing, you know? Like, there has to be something, especially, like, in this year, you know, 2025, there's no way that no one knows anything, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. Bring camera footage. Like, everyone has it. It has to be something. There has to be something.
Yeah.
Have you heard any leads yet? Anything?
No. I mean,
No.
not really. Everything's just a guess, you know?
Everything's just speculation, just kind of trying to make up our minds about, like, honestly, I'd rather her have ran away. You know, I'd rather her have just wanted to leave than anything else,
But
you know?
regardless, I mean, we really don't believe she would have left, but even if she had thoughts about it, she wouldn't do it like this.
She's 19. She didn't have to disappear. She could have just took her car. She could have just done something else completely different.
Leaving with nothing, I mean, that just makes no sense.
I know. Thank you, ladies, so much for talking to us. And clearly got some really good friends. So really nice to meet you guys, and I wish the best outcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great day.
All right. Crazy, man. So yeah, we'll be following. We'll keep an eye on the story to see what happens. Strange. Hopefully she's found. Oops. Got the helicopter above. The police car roaming through the neighborhood. Fast forward here. Just checking, make sure we got everything. Let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, no problem, Anna. Appreciate it. It's good to mix it up sometimes, you know, cover something different. See what's going on, you know. Steph, I don't know. I got to look. Oh, I forgot about the cartoon stuff. That cartoon stuff, I think it shows up in the middle of the stream when people either subscribe, donate, or what? Subscribe, donate, follow, or send a super chat, whatever. Their names pop up. So I think I'm going to do another live. I'm going to jump on Naked Mel Clips. It's going to be the Minnesota stuff and the allegations of fraud. So it might be a little political. I think it's probably going to inevitably be a little political. So if you're not into that, don't go to the dark side. But we're going to do a little stream over there because there's so much conversation happening about that. So much craziness that I have to talk about it for a little bit. It's all over the news. And that business responded back. What's it called? The Leering Center. I don't know. The manager replied back. But yeah, I hope she's found, man. You know, prayers for the family and friends. Hope she's found. It's really weird that somebody would disappear like that, even though it happens a lot, I guess. Where could she have gone? And is she somewhere watching all this, watching the press conferences, watching all the searches? There's got to be more video. It can't just be those two things. There's got to be more video sightings. But yeah, thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate you joining. I had no notifications. So people all the time tell me they're not getting some of my stuff. You might want to follow me on another social media. If you have X, Twitter, if you have Discord, if you have Facebook, if you have Rumble. Rumble's a good place, maybe. No, Rumble notifications are really bad, though, unfortunately. I don't know. They go out like... Even Discord for me. Discord, I'll end the stream and I'll go do some stuff. A couple hours later, all of a sudden, all the notifications come at one time on my phone. I don't know. I would follow me somewhere else just to see that I go live, you know, just to get the notification. But I'm going to jump on Naked Mel Clips for a little bit, just to kind of have a little bit of a chill stream, talk about the Minnesota stuff. Minnesota scam stuff. Lindsay on X said, Camila's story even made it on ABC. Wow, world news tonight. Wow, look at that. Hold on.
The desperate search for a missing 19-year-old college student near San Antonio, Texas. Late today, authorities releasing new video they believe shows her walking near her home the day she disappeared on Christmas Eve. The FBI now joining in the search. Here's ABC's Trevor Ault.
Tonight, authorities unveiling new video they believe shows missing Texas woman Camila Mendoza.
ABC World News, worldwide coverage. Wow. So somebody's had to have seen her. Somebody has to have recognized her. Somebody has to have video, picture, anything. All right, guys. I'll see you in a few minutes on It Can Melt Clips for those that are going to come. I'll be around today. I will be around today in the house. I should be resting, but I can't. I just want to like be on when I can and cover stories, you know. And New Year's is coming too. New Year's right around the corner. All right, I'll see you guys in a few.